Unlimited Hydroplane Racing is a large but close-knit fraternity of owners, drivers, crew members, fans, and most importantly, sponsors. An enthusiast of every level of boat racing, Jerry Kinney and his brother Joe brought the family car dealership into the Unlimited Racing family in the late 1970s. They did so with the good graces of their father, Frank, who founded the successful Kenny Toyota Volvo dealership over 17 years ago. So what attracted the Kennys to hydroplane racing?
Well, initially we got into boat racing so that we could approach a different advertising medium than what some of the other automobile retailers are doing in the area. And quickly noticed after our first year of involvement that it had this absolutely incredible unification effect on our employees, our clients, and right out to some of our vendors. Everybody was abuzz of how's the boat doing.
With an eye on the future, the team made a dramatic move prior to the 1986 season, purchasing one of the winningest hulls in racing history, the former Miss Budweiser. Next, another eye-raising move, a new power plant. The Kenny team took what had been proven to be the most powerful piston engine in the sport and made it even more powerful by turbocharging a Rolls-Royce Griffin engine. What are you doing? We know the Griffin, the horsepower that it has. Now you're turbocharging with 3 turbos, in fact.
Right, Don. We've got added 3 turbos to the back of the boat. We've isolated that with a carburetor behind, basically to more or less keep it as its own system. Instead of attaching the turbos directly to the motors and having each turbocharger attached to the engine and going in and out with an engine change, these all stay in the boat. There is a carburetor, and we're inducing fuel through the turbochargers.
The tall tales, maybe it's true, I don't know, but they have often said a Griffin has up to 3,000 horsepower. You combine that with turbos, which is supposed to create even more horsepower. Is that, in fact, the basic theory?
We really believe that capabilities of the Griffin motor are upwards in the 4,000 horsepower range. And with this size hull, we, of course, need that. And we're in hopes to slowly dial this program in.
The system caught everyone's attention during the race in Seattle in 1987, and later in the '87 Gold Cup in San Diego. He'll have 400 points here, Steve, if he finishes, and he will. The winner here in Heat 2A. Facing the best field of the year, the Kenny team won a decisive preliminary heat, becoming eligible for the Gold Cup final heat.
700 points. Would you have predicted that at this point?
Well, I'd rather have 8, but I'll settle for 7.
You like the Southern California racing, huh? Close to home.
Oh, yeah, it's close to home. This is such a delightful place. You know, it's a neat race course. It's fast. It's got nice turns, shallow beaches. The weather's good. What more can you ask for?
Another valuable asset is driver Jack Schaefer. He's not only a proven veteran in the cockpit, he's a man who understands sports marketing. He knows the value of television, radio, and the print media, and is always available for sponsorship functions. Exposure, marketing, competition, some of the key words involving unlimited hydroplane racing. For example, television. Over 30 million fans watch the races on ESPN. That was during the summer of 1986 alone. That figure doesn't reflect the many repeat airings during the winter. The audience in 1987 swelled to 40 million, and this trend has continued for the last 4 years. And on the beach, another great year, with 1.5 million fans driving out to the courses. All of this adds up to some golden opportunities, and major companies like Budweiser, the Miller Brewing Company, Procter & Gamble, and Cellular One have already experienced outstanding exposure. What you find in the Kenny team is an experienced driver, an outstanding technical crew, and owners who not only want to provide national exposure for its sponsor, but to do so in winning style. The Kenny Racing Team.